Welcome back. You're watching TVW's Wisconsin Women. Now, our bed, of course, is important to a good night's sleep and good health, but it's also the centerpiece to our room. And I think often forgotten, we spend a lot of time thinking about and getting a good mattress. We kind of overlook the frame sometimes. Here to tell us more about a good bed frame is Ryan Poppie. He's the owner of the Beloit Mattress Company here in Beloit, Wisconsin. Hi, Brian.
Yes.
Thanks
Hi.
for having me here today. So let's start at the beginning with bed frame. Tell us, what is it really?
Honestly, bed frame means something different to a lot of different people. I mean, it's typically was originally called a Hollywood bed frame, and then it was the frame was just shortened. But what it is a frame that's designed to either work on its own or attach a headboard to. Some people will call like bed rails that attach a head and footboard a frame. Technically, that's not what it is, but it's usually something that supports your mattress, and it's usually designed to either work freestanding or with a headboard.
I think that a lot of people, when they're do think about their bed frames, it's mostly aesthetics. Would you agree with that? And you're
somewhat, yeah. A lot of people kind of think of it as something that's not really important. But what I tell people, it's like if you're going to build a luxury house and not bother to pour a foundation first, you're going to have a problem. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to spend a ton of money on a mattress and then put it on a weak, wobbly frame that's not going to support it properly.
Okay, let's take that to the next step. So what are the benefits and the importance of having a good bed frame?
Well, the first thing is weak frames can sometimes cause box springs and mattresses to actually break and fail. And there are, believe it or not, a lot of bed frames that are sold out there in the marketplace that would actually void the warranty of every major mattress manufacturer out there. So just because it's something that's commercially available does not mean it's actually proper for the mattress and box spring. And several of them out there, like I said, that will actually void warranties.
How would that work? Can we stop there for a second?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So like for one thing, every major mattress manufacturer requires that a queen size frame have more than just 4 legs on it, that it have legs and a center support bar because of the span so it doesn't sag in the middle. However, there are lots of queen size frames that are sold that have no center support bar or leg in the middle.
Okay, how many of us knew that? I sure didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a common thing, and honestly, there are a lot of less scrupulous retailers that will purposely sell you that, knowing that they never have to worry about any warranty issues because they can just say, "Oh, you have the improper bed frame. Sorry,
all right,
nothing we can do."
Let's keep going down some of the benefits of having the right frame.
Yeah, well, a lot of that has to do with the support factor of the right frame. So there are frames, like I said, that, for example, frames that are designed to be sold online that are just the thing is in a whole bunch of little bitty pieces because it fits into a box well, which makes it really weak. The frames that we sell are one-piece metal frames, one-piece cross angles and that type of thing. And what happens is that way when you get into the bed frame is not flexing to start with. So you can invest all kinds of money in fancy coil systems, foams, different things that are going to reduce partner disturbance, but that if you put it on a wobbly bed frame, you're still going to disturb the person next to you as you're moving around. You need a solid frame to start with. A lot of frames, we can illustrate it here in the store. You walk up and push on the side of the mattress with your hand, and if you look really closely at the bed frame, you can see some of these weaker bed frames actually moving. It'll actually flex underneath there. We sell a lot of frames that might have 9 or more legs on them to make sure that it properly supports the mattress.
Wow, and you made a really good point. If it's got to get shipped to you in a box, it's got to come in a lot of smaller pieces, which means a lot more joints that can weaken over time.
Right, and things have gotten a lot worse lately because we're in this basically global freight crisis right now where freight is obscenely expensive, and so people are doing whatever they can to put things in smaller and smaller boxes. They're lightening the gauge of metal and stuff like that in order to make it lighter weight, to make it more affordable to ship and all that kind of stuff. So to try to stay price competitive, a lot of these online retailers are making really weak, wobbly frames, and they're still almost as expensive as a frame that you would buy from us or another brick and mortar retailer that's going to have a solid frame that's designed to really hold the bed up well.
Sure. Now, you're the Beloit Mattress Company, but you have frames.
Yes, we do.
What kinds of bed frames do you have?
Primarily, we sell frames from 2 different manufacturers, Glideaway and Knickerbocker. Both make everything here in America, and their frames, both companies use really strong metal. So instead of using just a standard angle iron like you might see in some places. These are actually made from recycled railroad iron. It is so strong that if you decided you wanted to drill a hole through your bed frame and you took a standard drill bit, you would just wreck your standard drill bit. You really need...
That's sturdy.
Yes, they are heavy-duty frames. Most of them from both manufacturers have lifetime warranties on them. So you buy the frame and you know you're good to go.
You're good to go for a long time.
Right.
Ryan, and speaking of time, we're out of time. Okay. All right, so the Beloit Mattress Company, mattresses, mattress toppers, and bed frames.
Right.
All right, thanks for chatting about that today.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
All right, thanks for watching. We'll be right back.